All right, my beautiful Saggies, thank you so very much for being the second most viewed video. I really, really appreciate it. So I apologize for the way the screen's having to work. I am on travel, so I'm at my sister's house, and so I don't have the luxury of having the setup that I usually have. So you're gonna have to kind of bear with me. The tarot part, I'm gonna have to just show it on screen instead of being able to show you the whole layout. So we'll work with what we got, okay? I know, Sadie, you can be a little bit more adaptive, so I really, really appreciate it. So let's talk about what's going to be going on for you guys. Listen, this is a very, very important time for you guys. I don't think you realize just how important. I mean, a lot of you do, but I don't think you realize what's going to come for you. Not in a bad way, in a good way, in a good way. So, welcome, welcome everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am the modern day spiritual advisor. I use multiple modalities, including tarot, astrology, mediumship, all kinds of things to help you on your path. So, yes, it's October 2nd. So this is going to be the monthly for October for the extended readings. You got to give me some time. I'll be able to put them up on my website. But I'm not going to go into too much detail because I'm going to do a Venus Retrograde series and I'm going to do a Pluto series on this channel. Yeah, I kind of want to do more of those things and less of the monthly, weekly kind of things to give you just more information to kind of put it all together for you. So, and obviously I can't like do 40 videos every 2 weeks. I just can't do 80 videos a month. So I'm trying to figure out, see, I'm like you guys, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. All right, so enough about me. Let's talk about you, my beautiful Saggies. This is, I would say, two really important parts of your life are have been in focus and are coming into reality for you. Let me say this, little Saggies. I'm looking at your chart. I'm looking at what's really going on, and I'm seeing that some of you have some like secret affairs and secret people that you're not wanting to bring into the limelight or bring into your everyday world. I don't know. I don't think that it's like because you're ashamed or you feel guilty or anything like that. I just feel like some of you don't know exactly where this is going, so you'd rather put it behind the scenes for right now. So that's kind of what I'm feeling for you guys. So, this is going to be a very telling couple of months because of this Venus retrograde for you and where it's placed in your chart. So, if you've never seen me before, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. I speak a lot from the Ascendant or the Rising because those are the things that are on your path. It's not that the Sun or the Moon isn't. It's just you have to look at it from those points of view. And I have a video, which I'll put at the end of this video or in the description box below, where I explain the difference between the Sun, the Moon, and the Rising or Ascendant. So let's talk about October 1st started with a little bit of a bang, like I told the Jimmies. Pluto had been retrograde since April 21st. It is now direct. And though Pluto is like that deeper, deep subconscious stuff and generational stuff, this is the reason why I'm doing the Pluto series. I almost said Jupiter because Jupiter is really highlighted in your chart. Pluto series. Because I think it's important to understand that your thoughts and your actions and the way that you do things and create things in this world, it sort of ripples, which you guys understand kind of, it ripples into the generation, right? And what my generation came here to do is very different than the next generation before me and the generation after me. So we all do our parts, but you know, when we're thinking generation, we sometimes think, well, that's just so big. Why do I matter? And you do matter. That's why I'm doing this Pluto. So that being said, October 1st, Pluto went direct. Again, remember how I did the Saturn retrograde, and I have a video on that. If you didn't see that, I show you what happens when a planet retrogrades. So Pluto's doing that, and we're not going to come to that point until January 21st. Yeah. January 21st, 2019 is when it actually goes right to the point where it had actually retrograded. Okay, so we're not going to finish these things up. Pluto can be a very scary I don't know what they call it. I don't know if they call it a dwarf planet or a comet or whatever it's called right now in astronomy or in science. They're always changing poor Pluto. That's because Pluto's misunderstood. So Pluto, I forgot where I was going with that. Sorry. So with Pluto, Pluto is it is a misunderstood planet or comet or whatever you want to call it. And it can be kind of scary because Pluto likes to come in and take things from you, but it likes to take from you so that you understand how worthy and how valuable and how you matter here in this world, right? And here for yourself, your soul, you matter. Even though you may feel like a little droplet in this sea of humanity, you are important, okay? So, going with that, that's gone direct. We won't finish that out until it won't go to that same point until the 21st of January 2019. So, moving on to the next thing. Yeah, I wanted to say something else, but I'll wait for the Pluto thing. On the 5th, let me move over here, sorry. So on the 5th, this is going to feel like a fast day because we have all planets, all personal planets are now direct. So we already are forward moving, things, action happening, things coming to us, things going better than they had been. And then on the 5th, we have Pluto added to that, right? So Pluto is adding to all these personal planets. And so I'll show you, we have Mars that's direct, we have Saturn that's direct, we have Jupiter that's direct, we have Venus that's direct, we have Mercury that's direct, we have the Sun that's direct, the Sun of course, and then the Moon. And then we've added Pluto, which is direct, right? For you guys, to bring it down to you, for you guys, this is about your value. This is about the money you earn. This is about the things that you have to show the value that you are, right? And that can mean many different things for many different people. Some people need a house to say that they've made it. Some people want a car to say that they've made it. Some people want a relationship to say that they've made it. I mean, everybody's different. So whatever you value, this is what's activated for you as a Sagittarius. But you have this over here that's, you're being a little secretive. Sagi. Okay, so on the 5th, it's going to feel like a fast day. You could have some news. Things could be coming about having to do with I would say this money that you earn or this money that you get, or maybe the way that you're going to be able to do this is going to feel on that day like it's like, yes, it's finally going forward, finally going. So you're a fire sign, so you're okay with the energy, but it's finally going forward, it's moving forward, it's moving forward, right? Now, this is in preparation for the 6th, because the 6th is when Venus retrogrades. So Venus is going to retrograde in this house of yours that is about your past, present, and future lives. This is the house that's not meant to be figured out. It's just the house that things come through. It's the house that we like to isolate ourselves in. It's and with Jupiter there, it's trying to expand that house. It's trying to have you have the connection, be more aware of the connection between this world and other worlds, and maybe you now and your higher self, right? So with Venus in here, because when Venus is in this house of yours, you could have a secret love affair. You could have secret enemies, but as Jupiter's in here and Venus is in here, with the retrograde of Venus, I feel like your hidden enemies are going to be coming out. Like, you're not going to have to do anything. They're just going to show themselves. Things are going to wind up where you're going to make a decision to be able to resolve these issues, right? And so maybe for some of you, you thought maybe something happened and you thought it was one person, but it was actually another person that did all this stuff to you, and you didn't even realize people were doing stuff to you because you were off doing your own thing, right? That could come about where that hidden enemy just gets shown to you, right? And so this is what Venus is about. And it's also because I feel like a lot of you have these secret love affairs. Yes, I feel like, yeah, you may call it a love affair. Like, I feel like some of you will have these people that you're talking to, but you're not really all the way engaged. I mean, you're engaged when you're talking to them, but maybe you don't take the step forward to actually meet with them, or maybe you meet with them every once in a while. It's kind of a secretive kind of thing. You're not really sure if you want them in your life yet or not. You're kind of trying to decide. Pardon me. And so this Venus retrograde until December 17th, because it's going to retrograde until November 16th or 17th, but it's going to actually be at that point, so it won't completely resolve until December 17th. 17th? Yeah, December 17th. And again, I'm going to do the Venus retrograde, so I'll go over all the aspects. I'll go over the whole thing for you guys, because there's a lot to this. And so during this time, those people, those relationships, that way of life, those old habits that you have are going to be very prominent for you in these next couple of months. Now, I know a lot of y'all have been a little shell-shocked because of what hadn't been happening with your finances, what hadn't been happening with the way that you have your career, or the way that you earn your money, or the way that you usually manifest things. And so your focus has kind of been on there. And so this other thing has been on the back burner. So I feel like here you are, and this is what you've been conscious about, but this stuff has been stirring too. This has sort of been in the background. This Venus, Jupiter has been in the background, and I kind of feel like Saturn and Pluto have been in your foreground, like in your conscious. But in the next month, it's kind of going to switch. Like, this is still prominent, but I feel like Venus and Jupiter are going to, I don't want to say take you for a whirlwind, but it's going to be your focus. It's going to be your focus, but it's a good thing because this is part of your path. This is part of, you know what? I think I said this a long time ago, because y'all know I'm a Venus. I'm a Sagittarius moon. And a lot of people think, oh, Sagittarius, they can't stay together with somebody. They don't know how to la da 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 da. And I was married for 20 years. I was married for a very long time because we need our space, right? So, I mean, I was married for a long time. So, talk about 3 signs that need their space. I'm Aquarius ascending, Gemini sun, and Sagittarius moon. That's like, give me my space. So, if I was able to be married happily for 20 years, then it can be done by a Sagittarius. And that's what I feel like you're trying to accomplish. That's what I feel like you're trying to find that person that can be with you, but gives you your space and understands that you have to have adventure, that you have to expand yourself, that you have to bring the unknown to the known. Like, I feel like that's going to be prominent in your life over the next couple of months. And again, it won't resolve until December. So whenever Jupiter or Venus is in your 12th house, it can produce. These are the only planets that can produce in this 12th house. And it's very good. Whatever comes through is good. Now, because Venus is retrograde, you do have to look over some stuff, which means we have the hidden enemies. We have, things that you thought you saw one way, but it's another way. So that could be coming about, but it's nothing very dramatic or drastic. It's just part of this bigger thing coming to you. Does that make sense? Okay, so I don't want to delve too much into it. So that's like coming on the 6th. I've already delved too much into it, but y'all know. So then on the 8th, we have this new moon in Libra. Libra is all about balance. Libra is all about everybody getting what they want. Libra is all about diplomacy, which sometimes Sagittarius we lack. Yes, we do, because sometimes we have no filter, so our mouth kind of gets away with us sometimes. But we mean well. So this is in your house that has to do with the friends around you. And I feel like this is that lover. I feel like this is that whatever you've been keeping secret. Maybe some of you have been delving into the metaphysics and you didn't want anybody to know. Maybe a lot of you have been delving into the spiritual and you weren't really sure how to handle it and you didn't want anybody to know, so you've been keeping that secret. Y'all have been keeping a secret. I just don't know, like, it's different for everybody. I just feel like a secret. And I don't feel like it's a bad secret. I just feel like it was necessary for whatever it is that you're doing. So anyway, when this comes about, you have this new moon. So we have new beginnings, but this is about balance in your life. This is about everybody getting what they want. This is about you seeing clearly how you're going to bring this person into your life, or make this a stable thing in your life, or bring this situation, or bring this new venture, or bring this new travel, or bring this new philosophy, or bring this new something's coming that you're trying to figure out how to bring into your everyday reality, right? Into your you're trying to figure out how to make it work, right? So when this new moon happens, there's a way to do it. You're going to see a way to do it because it's a new beginning for you, and it's going to be done in a very diplomatic way. Does that make sense? All right. So again, I'll have my new moon, full moon videos and help explain all of that. Then on the 10th and 11th, and then again on the 23rd through the 30th, you're going to have 4 planets in this specific house. Your subconscious is lit up. I know that sounds weird because it's your subconscious and you're like, well, it's my subconscious. But I'm telling you, it's activated. It's your higher self. It's this path that you're supposed to be on. It's all activated right now. And this is what you've been working on these last 4 to 6 months, especially the last 4 where it wasn't going your way or you were like, ooh, can I do it, right? So on depending on where you are in the world, it could be the 10th, could be the 11th, kind of just depends. Could be the 12th. So on the 10th or 11th, you have Mercury, you have the sun, the moon, you have Venus retrograde, and then you have Jupiter in this house. Okay, so this to me, I mean, I feel like you get a message, and yeah, I feel like you get news, and I feel like something clears up. Some of you, I feel like you get what you're wanting, like in a very clear way. Like for some of you, I feel like it's going to be through dreams, but you've been having really heavy dreams, and some of you need to enjoy those dreams because some of those dreams are nice. So enjoy those dreams. But others of you, I feel like this is actual, like somebody comes in or something physical comes in or some way comes in for you to do something. And this happens during this time, the 10th, 11th, and then again from the, so because on this day, it's Mercury coming with the message, right? But then on the 23rd, 22nd, 23rd, depending on where you're at in the world, we have these 4 planets. So we have Jupiter, we have Mercury, we have Venus, and we have the sun. The sun will clear it up, and the sun is talking to Venus here, and Mercury is talking to Jupiter here. Okay, so this house, I'm telling you, is activated for you. These, I feel like some of you didn't realize that this person did something to you, and you didn't even, like some of you, I feel like you didn't even realize it, and then it comes about where almost like karma balances, and you find out, and it works out better in your favor anyway. Or somebody comes and you get note that this person did something, so a hidden enemy is exposed, and you don't have to do anything but decide whether you're going to keep that person in your life or not, right? In Sagittarius, if this was any other sign, I would say you'd have to think about it, but you're really good about, like, if they're not going to treat me right, I'm going to let it go, right? Or I'm going to let them go. So you're good about that. So I feel like all you need is the truth, and that's it. The truth, your truth is going to be coming to you this month. That's what I'm trying to say after 20 minutes in. Your truth is going to be coming to you. Your truth is going to be cleared for you. Your truth is going to get very, very clear, and you're going to have understanding so that you can move forward in these things, right? So that's happening. I'm excited for you guys. Then on the 24th, we have the full moon. So as much as the full moon is about letting go of what no longer serves you, if you look, the sun is shining opposite of the moon on the 24th in this house. And this area of your life, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, this area of your life is going to bring light. This full moon is going to bring light to something that you hadn't been able to see in your lifestyle or in your health and well-being, because some of you have been dealing with health and some of you have been dealing with the lifestyle. Something's going to be lit and shown for you to help you realize something, to help you bring forth something, to help you feel more comfort, stable, secure, right? That's Taurus. And for some of you, it's opulence. Some of you are going to be receiving a gift with this illumination. I feel like before then you'll get that news with all those planets in there, and you're just going to start feeling better, and then all of a sudden this other thing comes in for this full moon. Because I don't feel like a lot of you, some of you need to let go of one or two more things, but it's not like prominent or present. You just need to know why, and I think with this house being lit up this month, you're going to know why. Like, I feel like clarity comes to you. So that's going to be happening on the 24th. So the full moon in Taurus is all about, what do I need to let go of to make me feel comfortable? What do I need to let go of to make me feel secure, right? Or what do I need to do or see to make that happen? Now, on the 29th or 30th, depending on where you are in the world, you're going to have this grand trine, right? So again, the grand trine is a divinely guided gift being brought to you, and this is going to be felt on an emotional level. This is your emotions having to deal with, and it's going to be talking to Mercury, it's going to be talking to Jupiter. See, this is talking to Chiron, which is talking to the moon, and then to your north node. Your north node is involved here. And then, so not only is this grand trine, but you have trines happening too, right? So this is like a way, a gift, something to help you emotionally feel better. So I feel like for you guys, you're going to, by the end of this month, going to be feeling better. You probably already started feeling better, a little bit more at ease. You just don't want to take the breath yet. Like, I can feel like you went, but you're not letting go yet because you're kind of waiting. I feel like by the end of this month, you'll be able to release some of that breath. You're not going to be able to release all of the breath because I know you're going to be like, okay, I really don't want to yet. I got to make sure, right? But I feel like this is more about making you knowing and that you can, you knowing that how do I say this? You knowing that you can release that breath and it's not going to go anywhere. The stability that you're making, the stability that's happening, it's not going anywhere. It's actually being built on. Does that make sense? Okay. So, make sure I did everything. So let me say this. When you have Jupiter and you have Venus and Jupiter in this house of yours, if you come into a situation where you're like, do I say this out loud in front of everybody or do I say this privately to this person? When you have Jupiter and Venus in this house, say it privately to the person. It'll go better. Things working behind the scenes for you will go better than working out in the public. Does that make sense? That is the one key I want to give you. In this next month, anything that comes to you where you're like, should I do it out? Should I just like blah, 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 or should I wait and do it behind the scene and talk to that person on the side, or wait and do this by myself? It's better for you to do it by yourself, or it's better for you to talk to that person behind the scene. Let me just say that, okay? Because even if a hidden enemy comes out, you can, like, people don't realize this, but you could tear somebody down, right? And you can do it in public. Like, you could do it in public because you don't want to, but when you get angry, you're a fire sign and you will like blah, 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 and you could really tear somebody down. If with these two being in your 12th house, in this house of hidden enemies, I would say it's going to go better for you if you do it behind the scenes, if you take that person to the side and don't tear them down. I know, Sagi, you have every right to. Trust me, you have integrity, you have the right to, but sometimes when you look at the bigger picture of maybe in the last life they did this to you and it's your turn to do it to them, and maybe this time you have to show the growth, and so maybe this time we don't yell, maybe this time we take them to the side, maybe in this lifetime we expand both ourselves instead of just doing the same old karmic thing over and over, right? So just think about it that way, because I know, Sad, you have every right. Trust me, I know. All right, so I'm going to bring old school, pardon me. Wow, my voice is just going. I'm going to bring old school my Gilded Tarot that I haven't done in a while. So, and then on my extended video, I'm going to do pick a card. So if you want to do like a bigger, if you need the bigger session for October, I'm going to do a really, really cool couple of pick a card things for the extended tarot. All right, so I haven't worked with my Gilded Tarot in a long time. So let's see how this goes. I'm just going to pull up the cards again. I can't like show you the whole layout. But I am going to getting into your energy now. I want to know what the most important thing you need to know now is. That's what I want to know. What's the most important thing that you need to be aware of now? Okay. I guess you want to see it. Okay, so the most important thing that you need to know now is the Three of Swords. And I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, and so that's the most important thing. What's the best action can you take for it? Good for you, Sagi. You have the Devil card. Okay, so the Devil card is the best action. And what's the outcome? I like it. Page of Pentacles. So you have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so let's look. All right, so you have the Three of Swords and the Devil and the Page of Pentacles. So the most important thing that you needed to know was the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is all about separation, all about, and this could be you separating from a job, you separating from a loved one, you breaking up with someone, you letting go of something. But it could be as simple as you have to take a trip, so you have to separate from a loved one, right? So you have to, maybe you have to do some family matters, and so you have to go out of town or out of state, right? And so that's what this Three of Swords is about. But in relation to what is the best course of action you can take, you have the Devil card. So the Devil card is all about indulgent, enjoyment. I mean, this could be a Capricorn, of course, but I feel like the best course of action is to do from your heart, to do what you want to do, what you feel is necessary, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel comfortable, what makes you feel safe. This is not a time of like 2 years ago or even a year ago when you were doing what other people wanted you to do, and you were doing what others wanted, what made others happy, but they thought it made you happy. You have to be true to yourself, and that's what the best course of action. So if it means that I have to let go of this person, and even if they're a nice person and I don't want to hurt them, but they're not for me, then I have to let go of them because I need to feel better. I need to do what's right for me, right? And the result of that is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is not only someone that could come into your life with news of stability, of comfort, of wealth, of the beginnings of something, but it's also, it could be a person that comes in to help entertain you, to help you feel better, to help you feel more comfortable, to help you. Yeah, Page of Pentacles is different than like a Knight or a Cup of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a little tricky because the Page of Pentacles doesn't just come, like if you're dating, they don't just come and leave. They come and they stay for a minute, and they're very slow, and so you think they're going to stay, but they're not, right? They're a page. They're here to entertain you. So just know, and this is all so that, I mean, there's a bigger understanding of, you know, what type of relationship I'm looking for, what type of relationships I'm looking for, what type of relationships in my work, in my job, in my career, in my love life, in my family. Like, you're really trying to define that for yourself. So I hope this helps. Again, I'll do another extended I'll have the extended reading on my website. Don't forget to check out my Sun, Moon, Rising video, also my Saturn retrograde video, and then I have a 3-part series for my Venus, and then I have a 3-part series for Pluto coming up. Okay, so be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I love you, love you, love you. Bye.